Do you remember your first four-legged friend? A loyal dog waiting at the door, a cat curled up in your lap, or maybe a horse that carried you through endless childhood adventures? Those memories aren't just moments, they're a part of who we are. Today, let's take a trip back to those carefree days when pets weren't just animals, they were our greatest companions. In this video, we'll relive the beloved childhood pets that made growing up so special. And who knows, you might just find a little piece of yourself in these stories. Dog, the most loyal friend. Some dogs will lie for hours beside their owner's grave, even though that person is gone forever. Some will throw themselves into danger to save a child from an attack, while others will leap with pure joy after years of separation when they're finally reunited. No other animal loves humans as unconditionally as these four-legged companions. Dogs deserve the #1 spot because no other creature displays love and loyalty as fiercely and unshakably as they do. For millions of American families, dogs aren't just pets. They're protectors, best friends, and childhood companions through every moment. If you grew up with a dog, you probably remember the excitement of them running to greet you at the door, or those endless afternoons at the park, throwing a ball and watching them chase after it with pure happiness. Childhood memories with dogs aren't just about real-life moments. They're also tied to the toys and movies that shaped our younger years. Stuffed animal dogs that kids hugged at bedtime, Breyer dog figurines, old VHS tapes of classic movies about loyal pups, all of these remind us of a time when life was simpler, and our best friend had 4 legs and a wagging tail. But why did dogs hold a more special place in childhood back then compared to now? It's because back in the day, we weren't glued to screens, distracted by social media, or overwhelmed by the fast pace of life. Kids spent their days playing outside with their dogs, learning to care for them, and forming bonds that went beyond words. Dogs taught us about loyalty, unconditional love, and the responsibility of taking care of someone who depends on you. Compared to cats, dogs express their emotions openly and without hesitation. Compared to horses, dogs are there for you every single day, in every little moment. And compared to any other pet, no one is happier to see you walk through the door than your dog. Do you remember your first dog? Was it a mischievous little troublemaker or a quiet, gentle soul who stayed by your side no matter what? Share your memories in the comments below. These loyal companions may no longer be with us, but their love lives on in our hearts forever. What's your most unforgettable memory with your first dog? Tell us. We'd love to hear your story. Horse, the wild adventurer. Some images stay etched in our memories forever. Endless fields stretching under golden sunsets, the rhythmic beat of hooves against the earth, creating a song of freedom, and the wind rushing through your hair as you ride atop your most loyal companion. Anyone who grew up around horses knows they aren't just animals. They're a part of your soul, woven into the fabric of childhood in ways that can never be forgotten. Horses deserve the #2 spot because no other animal embodies freedom, connection, and adventure quite like they do. For many Americans, especially those who grew up in rural areas, horses weren't just pets. They were the legs that carried them far beyond the horizon, the silent companions through countless golden afternoons. That first time you gripped the reins, feeling the power of the horse beneath you, realizing that true freedom exists in every gallop, in every stride, it's a feeling no rider ever forgets. There are countless moving stories about the deep, almost mystical connection between horses and their owners. Horses don't just follow commands. They sense emotions, absorb pain, and offer healing in ways that words cannot. There are moments when a horse becomes more than just a companion. They become a refuge. They let their rider rest against them, pressing their heads gently into their chest as if to say, "I'm here. You're not alone." On the worst days, they softly nuzzle their owner's face, offering silent comfort like an embrace without arms. Horses don't need words to express love. They understand through presence, through gentle gestures, through a quiet strength that speaks louder than any voice ever could. Anyone who grew up loving horses will remember childhood treasures like Breyer horse figurines, small models that carried big dreams of adventure, or the thrill of pony rides at summer fairs, waiting excitedly for your turn, feeling the steady movement beneath you as you took your first ride. That feeling, even if only fleeting, leaves a permanent mark on a child's heart. But why did horses mean more back then than they do now? In the past, horses weren't just companions. They were an essential part of life. In rural America, kids grew up with them, learning to ride and care for them from a young age. Horses didn't just offer a ride, they offered a quiet presence, a deep understanding of their rider's emotions. But today, with the rise of technology, cars, and the fast pace of modern life, fewer children have the chance to connect with horses the way past generations did. And for those who did, it's an irreplaceable bond, one that nothing else can truly replicate. No matter how much the world changes, the lessons horses teach us remain timeless. They teach us trust, because if you're afraid, they'll feel it. They teach us patience, because to guide a horse, you must be calm and confident. And above all, they teach us freedom, true freedom, the kind that comes from feeling one with nature, with the world, and with yourself. Compared to dogs, horses may not be there for you in every little moment, but when they bond with you, that connection lasts a lifetime. Compared to cats, horses don't just share a home with you, they take you places, helping you discover the world. And compared to any other animal, nothing compares to the feeling of riding a horse, racing through endless fields, and realizing that for a moment, you're flying. Do you remember the first time you rode a horse? Did you have a favorite horse as a kid? Share your story in the comments below. These majestic creatures may no longer be with us, but the memories of childhood adventures on horseback will live forever in our hearts. Cat, the mysterious and warm companion. Cats earn the number 3 spot because no other animal brings the same sense of peace and quiet companionship. Unlike dogs, who eagerly express their love, cats choose to bond only with those they truly trust. When a cat curls up in your lap, gently headbutts your hand, or simply sits beside you for hours, it's their way of saying, "I trust you." Cats aren't just gentle, they can be fiercely protective. They are the silent guardians, the unexpected heroes, ready to take on a bigger dog if it means defending a child. Some cats patiently watch over sleeping babies, acting as quiet protectors. And when kids play, cats join in their own way, chasing after a ball of yarn, gently tapping a child's hand without ever using their claws. Back in the day, cats weren't considered fancy pets. They would wander into people's yards, roaming freely, disappearing for days before casually returning as if they never left. Kids learned to bond with them not through expensive treats or toys, but through patience and respect. Nowadays, cats are more common household pets, but few people get to experience the thrill of earning the trust of a stray cat for the first time. Cats teach us some of life's greatest lessons: patience, quiet love, respect for personal space, and above all, the meaning of freedom. They may go wherever they please, but if they love you, they'll always come back. Compared to dogs, cats don't need your attention all day, but when they choose to be with you, that love is unconditional. Compared to horses, cats don't take you on wild adventures, but they bring a peace that nothing else can. And compared to any other animal, only a cat can make an empty room feel warm, with nothing more than a soft, steady purr. Do you remember your first cat? Share your story in the comments. These little companions may no longer be with us, but the sound of their comforting purrs will forever echo in our hearts. Rabbit, the gentle friend of childhood. Soft, sweet, and always radiating warmth, rabbits are often a child's very first companion. Unlike dogs that eagerly chase after their owners or cats that remain independent and mysterious, rabbits are delicate and shy, but once they trust you, they'll never leave your side. Rabbits deserve the number 4 spot because no other animal embodies gentleness and closeness quite like they do. With their long ears, round, expressive eyes, and velvety soft fur, rabbits aren't just pets. They are the perfect companions for children who cherish peace and comfort. They're not loud, not overly energetic. They simply need a warm embrace and a quiet space to feel safe. Despite their small size, rabbits can be tender caretakers and the warmest of companions. Some rabbits will quietly snuggle up next to a child, their little ears twitching, their soft breathing like a soothing lullaby. They gently nuzzle tiny hands, brush their noses against a child's forehead, as if whispering, "Sleep well, I'm here with you." Some rabbits become so attached to their owners that they never leave their side, always seeking a warm spot to curl up next, bringing a sense of absolute peace and security. When their owners feel exhausted or sad, rabbits instinctively nestle into their arms, forming a perfect little circle of comfort and love. They don't need to make noise or demand attention. Just their quiet presence is enough to melt away stress and help you drift into sleep. For many, childhood memories are filled with a bunny munching on a carrot, its ears perking up at the slightest sound, Or those peaceful afternoons when simply holding a rabbit made all worries disappear. Iconic characters like Bugs Bunny and Peter Rabbit, along with beloved stuffed bunny toys, have made rabbits a timeless symbol of childhood happiness and warmth. Back in the day, having a rabbit wasn't just about fun, it was a lesson in patience and care. Kids would prepare food for them, learn to pet them gently so they wouldn't get scared, and patiently earn their trust. Unlike today, where rabbits are often kept in cages, rabbits in the past were free to hop around backyards, playing side by side with children. Rabbits teach us some of life's most important lessons: patience, kindness, and the power of small, gentle gestures and love. They won't come running when you walk through the door, and they won't purr to show affection, but when they burrow into your hands with quiet trust, that alone is enough. Compared to dogs, rabbits won't protect you, but they bring a calm and quiet comfort that nothing else can. Compared to cats, rabbits aren't mysterious. They are innocent, soft, and pure in their love. And compared to any other pet, rabbits symbolize gentle kindness, a tiny friend who always makes you feel safe. Do you remember your first rabbit? Share your story in the comments. They may no longer be with us, but the feeling of their soft fur and the warmth of holding them close will live in our hearts forever. There are countless loyal and loving animals in this world, but whether it's a dog, a cat, a horse, or a rabbit, every animal has the potential to be a faithful companion if we give them love. They're not just pets, they're family, souls capable of love, just in a different form. Let's protect, cherish, and treat all creatures with kindness, because love is the universal language of life. When we give love to the animals around us, God and the universe will bless us with infinite grace in return.